Tuesday evening, the 45-foot response boat medium crew arrived on scene and rescued 17 survivors from the waters in the vicinity of Lahaina Harbor, with all survivors reported to be in stable condition. So I think you're familiar with the incredible winds that were impacting Lahaina that night, reports of up to 60 miles per hour. So our crews did encounter those winds and some rough seas as a result of that. And there was smoke and fire near the water, but they were fortunate to have been there during the rescues at a time when the smoke lifted for them to be able to see the people who needed to be rescued. But it was a difficult, a very challenging situation for our small boat crews from Station Maui. The helicopters that were launched were actually not able to approach closely enough during the worst of the fire to see through the smoke. In the course of responding, they encountered victims that were in the water and also on the seawall, and some of them they assisted simply in transport to our first responder partners that were there in Lahaina, who were able to evacuate them.
Aloha, everyone. We've suffered a tragedy here in Hawaii. The fires on Maui have been devastating, but we have hope. Within 6 hours, the President of the United States approved our declaration so that we can get resources to those families who are struggling the most. In addition to that, as we've seen these fatalities rise, and it's 67 now, we know that people are doing so much. MauiStrong.Hawaii.gov has brought more than $100 million already to the relief effort because of people like Mr. Bezos and others. You can see now that 1,000 structures or more have been destroyed. So that's why we have this number. People should call FEMA, sign up. They will get resources almost immediately. And in the coming days, you'll see us start the Hawaii Fire Relief Housing Program. This means we will be able to get people into hotel rooms, Airbnbs, and so on, so that they are safe. Look out for your neighbors, love them. That's what we will be defined by in the future, how we take care of our ohana. Aloha.
What I'm expecting is going to be it's going to be set to get down there, you know, and then it's a very hard moment.
Of course.
But we have to go there and see who's needed help or stuff or home, and come back up here. this moment, we just look at everyone to be alive, to be safe. That's all we're trying to do. And the rest, you know, go from there.
It has been probably the most amazing outpouring of generosity, especially seeing it last night at the shelter, the people there, the camaraderie, the wonderful attitude of not only the response team, the people, everyone offered to help us. What can we do for you? They couldn't do enough for us, and we really didn't belong there being visitors. That is really for the people who lost their homes and their lives are destroyed. So it has been an amazing experience. First 2 nights we spent here on the road waiting because we kept getting information that it could possibly open, but realizing the magnitude of the disaster that was down there, and also being disaster response trained and certified, we understand what the people here are going through. And last night we went to the Red Cross to try to get the emergency number we needed through them to get back on the island, and we were taken into a respiratory doctor from the local hospital, got us a CPAP, and he also took us to his home, and we spent the night at his home last night. And then this morning he gave us the information that the road was open for us.
Well, I know Lahaina is devastated, but I own a tour company, Maui's Private Guide, and I have high occupancy vans. What we want to do is go over there and shuttle people back and forth. And I haven't been able to get any official response from the mayor's office or the governor or anything of that nature. So I thought I'd just come over here and ask the cops and say, what's it going to take for me to go over there and rescue people? So I'm going to go back and get my vans, fill them full of equipment, and see if I can get through.
Total devastation. We live north of Kaanapali in Kahana, so our home is okay, but no power, obviously, no cell phone service, so we're just going to do our best.